Welcome everybody to Artifact Gaming and Art, and today we're working on the marbles that I have been doing. The book called Marbles. I've gotten a little bit of progress done on some writing lately. Yesterday we had some technical difficulties, but I tried to make sure that would not be the case today. My drawing screen's working just fine, and there was just some minor driver stuff that I had to update. So no big deal there. Super excited though. So yeah, no, I definitely looking forward to getting this all done. Hope you can hear me all right. I know that my mic is kind of shit quality, but I've got a new mic coming in a little bit here. That's gonna kind of clear that up. Well, not new, a new old mic. My friend's giving me a mic back that I sold to him a little while ago, but he doesn't have any need for it, so he's gonna bring that back. So I'm super excited about that. I've been collecting these little marbles. This one's by a local artist called Nick Martinson, off of Black Market Marbles. You should definitely check out that page. It's called Black Market Marbles, and they have glass blowers who sell these very cool, I'm gonna put this right up close, custom marbles. And as you can see, this one has like all kinds of different cool swirls. Like it looks almost like a planet. It's something like that. And these types of things give me the inspiration for my story. These are the types of things. So like I collected that one. I have two of these like swirly ones, which this one's really dope. It's got like speckling throughout it and all this sort of stuff. So it's very pretty. These are very cool. I definitely love these. But yeah, no. So this is definitely something that I really enjoy doing, is like having the ability to imagine what would go on and like what these marbles would do, what they would be. Like, does this represent a world? Does this represent like a gas giant? You know, like what exactly is going on? Hey Matt, thanks so much for the like on X. I appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like and share the stream out if you possibly can. If you also can go ahead and hit that follow button if you haven't already. That's a really great way that you can help support the stream as well. And we're about to get right into the art here. I thought I'd do a little bit of warm-up art actually before we really got into it. Maybe 20 minutes of just line work, something along those lines. So give me a second here, and we're going to pull that page up. I, of course, was inspired by watching a show that's near and dear to my heart. I don't know if you guys follow Ahsoka or not, but bro, I was really enjoying it. The only thing I could say is that it felt like Rosario Dawson dual wielding sometimes got a little clunky, and I wish they would have incorporated like more wushu choreography in the way that she was handling like deflecting lasers or whatever, blasters from the night troopers or whatever. But it was, I don't want to spoil it too much, but still dope. Still some of the end fight stuff was really great. I do wish that they had incorporated just a little bit more elegance in some of her choreography in the last scene. It felt like she was a little more unpracticed than in some of the other scenes, and maybe that was just really good coverage by their choreographers or by their cinematographers, but it just didn't feel right. You know what I'm saying? But I'd love to hear your opinions. Type it up in the chat, say hello, let me know what you think. I'm gonna go ahead and share this out real quick on my Facebook, and then we'll get right into it. And yeah, let's see here, go over to my Artifact Gaming page, find the stream, share it to my personal page, because the algorithm is what the algorithm is, and then we're going to move it right over to our Photoshop page here. Excuse me, guys. It's a low vibes kind of day, just kind of hanging out, so I'm listening to a little lo-fi hip-hop. I hope you can hear it all right. It's not too intrusive. Let me know if it's too loud, too quiet. Those types of things are always helpful as well. Much love to everybody. Thanks for dropping into the stream, of course. Let's go ahead and get right into the art screen here. Move that over. So we're starting fresh on a fresh canvas right now, but we'll be working a little bit later on this. We're going to soon do a warm-up. So this is going to be what we're kind of finishing. I have a change that I'm going to do. I'm not going to put the marble in the kid's hand. I have this other idea that I wanted to play around with. So I want to finish his hair color. I want to brighten up the eyes a little bit on this too. It looks like it got a little dark, like almost he's got like almost like he got punched in the face a little bit. And there's some like the iris isn't quite as bright, you know, like this got a little too dark in the dark blue. So I'm gonna brighten those up a little bit. It's not a perfect representation, but it's I think it's a good character representation. I don't need to be exact. I need it to be like the likeness of, but not over the top exact. So I'm happy with it. I'm happy where it's gone. I feel like it's definitely getting there. It's not exactly my exact son, but it is cool. I do like it. So I'm gonna lighten up the eyes. I'm gonna go ahead and color that hair. We're gonna do something magical with that marble, because his powers, this kid's powers are movement based. So Kyle's powers are movement based. It means that he can teleport. He can do a whole bunch of other things. Like, I don't know if you ever watched what was that show? Wreck-It Ralph, with the chick who could glitch. Like, I was thinking about like movements like that, where it's like sudden shifts or sudden like, you know, skews to the left and right. But with one of his marbles, like he's definitely gonna be a kinetic character in general. He's gonna be my little energy battery basically in this story. And so I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see like what I can do with that and how his like first marble is going to look. I haven't really decided just yet. I'm thinking about doing what's called a doorway marble, which is going to be like a portal into the glass itself, which is kind of neat too. So anyway, moving right into it though, we're going to do that warm up here. I just want to spend 10-15 minutes doing a little bit of line work. So I'm going to go ahead and select my brush here. I'm going to go over to my pixel stain pencils, and we're just going to go in here, and we're going to get this one right here. I like the mechanical pencil brush by Pixel Stains for Photoshop. I really need to transfer this ABR over to my Procreate and see if it works just as well on that. But we'll see about that. Let's get our normal stuff going on. Do I have 50% flow set? That's looking right. Okay, so that's good. The drawing screen is still just a little more sensitive than the iPad, but the iPad really has come in handy. I did both my most recent marbles sets on there as well, so that was kind of fun. I really loved releasing that. In fact, I don't think I've shown everybody this, but I do have a video of the last one. It's actually a time lapse, so I'm going to put that up real quick here too. Let me just bring this over real quick. I don't want to. There we go. Perhaps we can pause this. Yes, we can. That's great. And then how do I make this? Yeah, bring this. Let's see if this full screen's on the. Nope, did not full screen on the right screen. So. I'm gonna bring this all the way over real quick, hit that full screen, there we go. And then we'll get in right into here. So this is a time lapse of the latest marble I made. I called it a leaf marble when I was making it, but I don't know what, I'd like to hear you guys' ideas of exactly what this would do or how it would look. Like what kind of powers would something like this have? So, you know, you can see I'm just blocking it in gray and then doing an overlay color set after I've done a lot of the value sketching, which is a really good way to really establish value. And then your colors come in really easy, especially on this one. The source marbles, this Black Market Marbles page has so many like great inspiration ideas, but that's kind of the finish right there. I'll see if I can't put it time here. And obviously I'm not playing the sound because there is some music set to this, but that would infringe on copyright, and since I'm not a partner, apparently they won't let me do that. But it's really weird how the live streaming stuff works. As soon as you're a partner, like, they don't mind if you're using licensed stuff for your background music. So I'm guessing that costs Facebook some money, which is why they restrict certain people who aren't partners, and then others they do. So yeah, right there, that's the finished product. That color, it's just looping right now because it won't pause for me for some stupid reason. I'm doing something wrong. But that's okay. Let's get this off the screen here. We'll get this out of here as soon as it'll let me. There we go. Go back over here. Got my setup all right. All right, so we're gonna do a little Ahsoka art. I've got some reference here that I'm gonna take a look at, and then we can go from there. That's not what I want either. Open. Let's see, open image, new tab. Bookmark, save link, save. Where's the open image one? Okay, it doesn't let us do it anymore. That's all right. I'm just gonna draw off this thumbnail then, which will be fine. Like I said, I'm not really gonna go. It's not gonna be a painting or anything like that. I just wanted to get like some pose work done. And I wanted to really pay attention to I don't know, I was just inspired by Ahsoka last night. It was a fun story. Like I said, I think the choreography could have been better, but it wasn't bad. It was just I think I expect a little bit more. Maybe I'm too spoiled by some other sets. Like sometimes they do like these really elegant sets, and sometimes they do these really clumsy ones, and I think that's because, one, you know, timing of movies, but also two, they don't take into account, I don't know, like, it seemed to me like they tried to make Ahsoka's character a little more elegant, Especially like the best fight I thought in the whole series was definitely the fight against Anakin, where we got to see like some of Anakin's stuff against Ahsoka and her style. I feel like they really did a good job of trying to like bring out some of her old school Jedi training that would have been there, and her ability to like kind of face his his different forms that he had learned, and I think that's invaluable. So right now I've got a sort of mannish chin, and I don't want that, so I gotta make it a little more pointed, a little more elegant, because women's chins usually are a little more delicate than men's chins, a little softer. Not that, I mean, Rosario Dawson is a super strong character. I don't mean to imply anything other than that, but yeah, like just kind of getting the basics laid in. We're not really freaking out about anything. And I'm also gonna put a box just to kind of keep my reference in mind. It usually helps me to kind of like see what I'm doing. So right now I'm not really too worried about anything other than just kind of getting the gesture into place here. Rosario Dawson's character is super cool though. Like the costuming for Ahsoka was so dope. A lot of the poster posing is really cool. I just really enjoyed most of the series, like I said. So we're just gonna do a light sketch of that. Getting into spooky season though, I'm definitely coming up with I want to come up with some spooky artwork as well. So I love how there's sort of a katana-like feel to Ahsoka's blades, or at least they attempted to like kind of skew her blade from the handle a little bit. Like there's an off angle to it because it's slightly off, but not really too heavy. So I'm trying to nail that down real quick. And then we're going to kind of try and get into some detail here. I think I still need to bring that chin to more of a point, or at least there we go. And we'll change that as we need, but I'm just kind of looking it over. So I noticed too that her headband covers her ears. Ahsoka's little... She's always wearing it. Not always, but generally speaking, for the most part, when she has a choice. Like we saw her sort of almost, you could say, naked-ish, comparatively speaking, when they had her in different scenes. Like she didn't have a headband on, but it was very, very different. And again, with rough sketching like this, if I were to take this to a higher level, which I won't be doing today, a lot of this stuff would be corrected, or like, you know, I would mainly right now it's just sketch notations. So just trying to get the feelings of it there, the impression of it there. And so then her head actually has like the 2 points coming off, like up and then over, like so. And again, these are just rough kind of indentations. If we want to continue on this, if anybody comments in the chat, they want to see it kind of refined out or whatever, I'm more than happy to do it. The picture I'm looking at has, there we go. We have this tentacle that kind of comes down and like drapes like that. And we might end up painting this. Like, I just like doing this as a starting warm up, but we might come through with a little bit more depending on how this really starts to fold out. And again, I'm not worried so much about proportion at the moment. Like I am. Get her shoulder in there, and then we can kind of chonk that up a little bit. And we need to get the glove right here. And it's not going to be exact to the picture either. Like, I've got her arm kind of coming across her chin a little bit, which is fine by me. And then her tentacle also kind of frames her face, actually cuts across it a little bit, getting rid of the jawline almost entirely. So that's interesting too. So we got that. And then we need to go ahead and her eye almost comes all the way to the side of the head. And then try not to be a jerk about facial features because I'm not the best portraitist in the world. Like, I mean, as you can see, like I still got a long ways to go. Like, this is close in some manners and in other aspects not, and that's okay. Like, I'm willing to accept some of that, but like honestly, the more I practice, the more I want to like honor, especially if I'm doing a likeness like Ahsoka or something like that. So it's definitely difficult for me. Give me a second here. I'm going to try and re-sketch something here. Don't worry, we'll get the lip indentations and all that in there too. I'm just trying to get the general. Guys, don't hesitate to just say hello in the chat. I am just kind of sketching away here on a warm-up sketch. We're probably not going to get very much further, but we'll try and get some detail in there, kind of get some actual likeness going on. Sorry, I'm just looking to see on the eyes there. Now we can kind of focus on those lips a little bit. Whoa! Hey, buddy, I love your stream. Your comments in school, very entertaining. But no, oh, shut the fuck up. Oh, man, I hate to do this, but I'm going to probably end up saying no thank you, but I appreciate it. I don't need any of that. Thanks, Jerry. Bye. All those bots looking to sign you up for SEO coverage, all that shit. I just sketch for the fun of it, man. If somebody likes my stream, then good on them. God, what a generic message. I also wish I could change my chat settings to actually not, when it's reading out, not be so shitty. I want it to slow down because it just like blows through all of that. See, it sounds like a robot now. I don't know why. Let's see how it reads. See, now it won't read mine. That's unfortunate. That's super unfortunate. It's not letting me do it. Okay, I'm gonna get back to the sketching. I'm gonna shut the fuck up about this text readback feature or whatever. I just wish it would work a little bit better, that's all. Restream has this nice little text readback feature, which is good because like I don't have a lot of interactivity. Like I try to interact with anybody who comes into my stream for the most part. But generally speaking, I just wish it was slow down. I think there's like some sort of bug in it or something like that. And I'm not following the curvature of this arm very well, so we're gonna redo that. The shoulder, and then we got the arm. There we go. So we'll just kind of futz it up here. So we're gonna do about 5 more minutes of this, then we're just gonna move on. But you can just kind of see the general indication here of what's going on. We've got some basic markouts. Like I said, she doesn't have her ears in the frame because of the headdress, and then her natural head tubes. I don't even know what to call them. I think it's cool, like the patterns on her head though, and like the different stuff, like the tattoos and stuff. That's super, super neat. I love that. I think her lips need to be a little... a little elongated there, and then we're gonna go ahead and take away some of this line work right here. Let's get those arched eyebrows in there. I wonder if I typed it in Facebook, if that would be a better... Let's go over there real quick. Again, obviously, we're not necessarily too concerned at this point in time about all the things that we should be, because it's just a rough sketch for time's sake, you know what I mean? And then, like, if we want to refine it, then we'll worry about that type of stuff, that type of shit. Sorry, we're not necessarily just a kid-friendly channel as far as language goes, but it's okay. I like the bigger diamonds, so I'm drawing those in that way. That angle's not looking so good. Hold on. Shape, dynamics taken off. Transfer taken off. Okay. Is that too aggressive? I think it's too aggressive an angle. I almost think it should be near straight, like. So if we go from the center of the handle, it should be like. Oops. So I'm doing a. That's close. Okay, so that would be the straight line right there. So if we go. And then we go from here, and we go here. That still looks almost too straight, so we'll go. Get rid of that. Not too straight as well. Yeah, still a little too straight. Still looking too straight. Alright, so let's get a little aggressive with it. Still not where I want it to be. Get these outside lines out of the way. Get this inner one that crosses over out of the way as well. Dude, I'm digging this lo-fi hip-hop. And one of the things I noticed about Ahsoka is that the blades were... Oops. Let's get the transfer and the brush dynamics back on so we can actually work with these. One of the things I noticed about them was that they were just a little shorter so that she could actually dual wield with some precision. Now, her face should be framed by the other tentacle on the other side there. Just indicate some of that cool, almost lizard-like patterning that she's got going on. Reaching that stopping point here so we can move over to our portrait work and then maybe a marble if we've got the time. But I don't know that I'm going to have the time. I got some other stuff we got to do. So that's good. All right. So if we pick this back up, and obviously there's a lot more, like I want to fix the lips a little bit, I want to fix some of the facial features to kind of more closely match Rosario Dawson's features. And then also, if we pick this up, I also want to get those face tattoos in there because they're just so fucking badass. Last thing I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to give her some eyeliner because she has these fierce, like... fierce tattoos that I really want to put into play. And then, I don't know, maybe we'll make this a spare time warm-up painting. So like basically we'll just go ahead and go through, we'll refine this on another layer, and then we'll go ahead and go from there. I love her bracer, like her arm armor as well. Like, and the way her clothes change through this, like her wardrobe changes throughout this, is just pretty fucking stellar. Like their costuming was on point. I feel like a lot of things were done right in Ahsoka myself, but I know there's a lot of detractors, a lot of people who didn't like Thrawn, didn't like a lot of those types of things. But I think as a person who wasn't introduced to Thrawn through the Timothy Zahn books or whatever, it was pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Like I just don't know enough about the old out of canon or in canon stuff to even comment well on any of that stuff. My friend Logan, he read every single one of those Timothy Zahn books, and no, not every, but a lot of them, and he was really enjoying those. For me personally, I did not have that same experience. I just never read the Star Wars books, so to speak. But if you have, let me know. Maybe it's worth the time to read. I also need to kind of account for this better. Okay, that's our warm-up sketch. Just a little 4x6 sketch, nothing crazy. Just chilling and enjoying the vibe. So I'm gonna go ahead and save that. I'm not saving that to cloud. I'm gonna save that over here on my computer. I'm gonna go with. I'm not gonna tell you where it's at, but yeah. Done. All right, cool. Saved. All right, so now we're on to the actual painting. So we need to get a different brush out. We're gonna get my standard brush for this comes from Evident Design, which is an absolutely great set of courses that I need to be working more on. But you know, like it's hard to balance working on your stuff with working on refining your skills, which is what Evident Design is for. It's for that type of stuff. Like they help you as a designer develop rapidly, which, you know, I definitely, what is going on here? Okay. They definitely help you in that area, that regard. Let's see here. This is transparency locked, which is fine. I could do an overlay. Actually, we'll do a soft brush to start. So let's get this soft guy out. And let's go ahead and overlay. Let's just go real small. We're taking some license with this, but that's okay. Okay, and then we want to go ahead and kind of lighten up what's going on with these dark circles. The shape's not exact either, so I really want to come in here and just try and hit it with, like, hold on. That's too bright. It's too much. Too much. Too much. Too sexy. Too dark. Finding the right shade to do this in can be a bit of a challenge. I might go opaque with this one. See what we can do with that brush. Just kind of brighten it up here. Because what I'm looking for is like just to soften, but like at the same time we've got this big blue swath right here, which is the overlay setting is kind of fucking with us a little bit. Make a little correction here, just kind of fill this out. I don't mind it being painty, so to speak, but some things like that do bother me. Okay, still too dark, I think, so... Okay, so we soften up, we lighten it up a little bit, we've done a little bit of that. Let's get some lighter blue-grays going as well, because we need to get in here, those eyes, and kind of just a little bit. I don't want it to be too intensely blue, because his eyes aren't actually that intensely blue, but it's cool. Alright, so that's cool. I think we're going to get rid of the picture now. Pop that off. We got some kid. He's holding a marble, little white thing in his hands. I didn't like how the marble was looking, so what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of this one. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm actually going to go ahead and do something a little bit different. So we're going to go ahead and take another layer over here, pop that on. And then we're going to go ahead and work out a path, actually. So I wanted to see if, or maybe multiple paths here, but I wanted to see if I couldn't do something like, okay, so we got that, right? It's going to be a new layer. We're going to do FX, outer glow. I want the outer glow to be that color. So let's go here, but let's get intense with it, right? Like that, okay. Push okay, okay. And then with the path, I'm gonna go to brush, and then I'm gonna go D, X like that, and then I'm gonna go to paths, and I'm gonna go stroke path, simulate brush pressure, and see what it does, okay. And I'm gonna get rid of that path. Might be too much on the glow, we'll work on that in a second, but that might not be the right path. Let's try this again. Okay, let's go ahead and mess with that layer a little bit. Let's mess around with our spread. You can see what a dramatic influence that did, though, or that had. So now we've got now we just need a marble, right? So we need to figure out what kind of marble, which is why we're going to go over to the next page after we do some coloring. But that, okay, so basically my idea is that he's got a very kinetic marble, so this one's actually going to be moving through the air, and that's kind of the concept right now. If you like it, hit that like button, let me know. Let me know. All right, here we go. Now I need to go back to my reference pic real quick because I wasn't done coloring. And I need to hit it with like this soft brown, kind of almost brassy color that's going on. I think when this picture was taken, which was a million years ago, their mother is a hairstylist, excuse me. Don't want to besmirch anybody's name. Okay, let's go to normal. Let's go here. It's good. Bring this up, like in there. And we're not going to go very hard here. We're just going to hit a couple of these little strands with just don't want to overdo it. I just want to get a few flecks. All right. not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for some particle brushes. So let's some hard particles in there. Down here somewhere, I'm sure. Also, I want to experiment with this real quick. Ooh, we might be redoing that whole scene. Yo, who's hit my like button? Narlos, what's up, buddy? How you been? Let's go ahead and use that path through one more time. So I've just determined the path this energy wave is going to take. It's going to look a little weird at first, but I'll try and straighten it out in a second. Okay, so we'll try that, see what that looks like. Paths. Stroke paths. Okay. Let's see what I think about that. Let's get rid of this path for a second. Yeah. Okay, so it looks good, but it's almost too thick in the middle because of what is going on here. That could be fine as long as I draw it out. So let's go. Let's take the effect off real quick just so I can see what I'm up to. Okay, so we got this going here. I wanted this wrapping around here, which means we might be softening and changing the effect a little bit here too. So I wanted this kind of cutting in front of the thumb. This goes behind the finger. This goes here, comes around. No, that's not right. This spread is definitely too much for it, so we have to change that. Flows out, doesn't it? Let's try screen. Okay, I guess we'll do that for right now, and then we'll go ahead and maybe make a couple of different layers once we've got this mapped a little bit. So. Comes down. I want it to loop behind this arm, so we'll get rid of that. I want it to have a little more strength here, so we're going to go ahead and cut that down. And we'll go ahead and cut that. No, we'll cut it in front, it's fine. Actually, I'm almost good with it just cutting off right there. Okay. I am going to have to wrap this up. I've got some other things I got to accomplish here. We'll put a placeholder marble here, as a matter of fact. What do you think? It should be a big one? So. So I'm thinking that looks kind of cool, and then we'll work on the effect a little bit more, and then we'll work on actually placing a marble in there, kind of figuring out like which marble he's going to have. I'm thinking a doorway marble, which I'll show you what that looks like in a second here once I can find an example of it for you. Give me a second here though. Let's see. I want to work on the effects layer. I actually want to go ahead and do a duplicate layer, and then I'm going to go ahead. I'll do it. I just want to see what a couple of those look like. Bring it all the way up, and then I'm going to go ahead and erase out from certain areas. So let's go ahead and get a nice eraser. And then I'm going to make it a soft eraser. Let's get into the general brushes here. We'll go. That's the one I want. so as they flatten, they don't really... Let's see if I think I know a trick for this. Let's go ahead and turn the opacity down on this guy. We'll go to 30%. Up here, I'm gonna kind of come through. So what we're trying to do here, obviously, is to fade this as much as possible. Almost ghostly-like, right? We might just completely erase that and come back in with the one brush here. You can see I'm very clearly trying to delineate where the marble goes behind the finger and where it crosses in front of the finger. So much so to the point that Alright, I think that's going to cover it for right now. This is where we are. We got some work done on that. Fun. Good. Now the eyes right now too, which I very much want to get done. They're really done as well. I've got to go. Yo, Kilsa, how you been doing, my man? Oh my god, I am so sorry. Hold on. My boy Killsouth coming into the chat. How you been, man? I am good. I'm good. I hope you're doing well as well. This is for my story that I am writing called Marbles. It's about children who find that their imagination can actually fuel magic in marbles, and what happens when we try to hold on to our innocence too long. So I think that's an excellent fucking premise for a start, or at least a little hook. Um, just been killing it, man. Just like doing a lot of artwork and really enjoying that. And yeah, I can't wait to show you guys the finished product. I'm gonna finish this marble up, and then we're gonna kind of account for some of this magical light that's coming off this guy, and a little background work, just something abstract probably, and that's gonna be it right there. And then of course these are kind of the marbles that I've been working on. Some of them, not all of them. In fact, I gotta transfer a few of them over to the sheet, but. This is for our villain right here. It starts out like this, develops into this, and as he uses it up and it starts to bleed away and disintegrate, it turns into something like that. So my guy, thank you so much, Kill South. I didn't even, like, it didn't notify me that you were in the chat at all. I don't know why. Something's weird with my chat bot too, so I apologize, dude. Thank you. I hope you're doing all right, dude. I hope you're still gaming. Hope that's going well for you. I clearly got rid of my gaming PC, and I still need to get into one. I'm looking to get into like an i7 4080, something like that I can stream off of without having to do like a 2 streaming setup or anything like that. But yeah, right now I got to run. I got some appointments I got to do, so I apologize that we didn't get a chance to catch up. But like, I hope you're doing well, dude. Definitely. Hey, you can DM me too. Tell me what you're up to. I'll try and help out and support as best I can, my brother. Also, do you have the spawn skins? Because if you have the spawn skins, if you've done the battle pass or whatever for season 6 already, those look so fucking dope, and that's probably one of the reasons I want to get back into COD. Is just simply for the fucking spawn skins, my guy. Guys, everybody, thank you so much for dropping in. Narlos Gaming, thanks for the like. Kill South, thank you for dropping in on Twitch. I appreciate you so much. I'm also live on Kick right now as well. Appreciate everybody who dropped in, took a view at the artwork. Yeah, man, this is it. So I'll talk to you guys later. I hope you have a good one for sure, man. I do not have them. You do not have them. Oh, okay. I gotcha. So when I got into comic books, Spawn was my intro into like wanting to draw comic books. It was so dope, so crazy. It just made me want to do all this stuff. So I know all about Spawn's original backstory. It's gonna be wild. I wish that they would do a few other spooky skins too. Like I wish we could get the Crow from the comic and the TV series, The Crow. He would be a badass one as far as skins. Guys, let me know in the chat too what kind of skins you'd like to see in Call of Duty. I would really fucking love to see that too. So I'm gonna run for now, brother. But good talking to you. Yeah, you definitely will, man. I miss running with you though too. I miss running games. Every time I see a video, I like almost just pull the trigger on, you know, a pre-built or something like that, and then I just never do, based on like, oh, the financing terms, or like, you know, how I'm positioning myself for like my kid's car and all this other stuff. So financial concerns being what they are, and maybe I need to pick up a few extra logo jobs or something like that just so I can get myself back into a good computer. But all right, brother, I'm gonna run. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you everybody for joining me so much. Appreciate you all. I'll talk to you later.